Hey guys, today in Art Club with Miss Burford, we'll be making paper cut firework displays. You will need an A4 sheet of black card, an A4 sheet of blue card, coloured cups, a ruler, a pencil, a barbecue skewer, a pair of scissors, some colouring pens and a glue stick. First, allow the children to choose what colour paper cups they'd like to use as their fireworks. So they can either use 2 or 3 cups. I will say though that 2 cups are easier to fit on a page. You can just about squeeze a third one in at the bottom of the page, or you can turn the paper horizontally. But you could do warm colours, cool colours, or you could select some harmonious colours, or what I personally like to do is to do contrasting colours, because then you can do 2 fireworks in the sky. Of course you can choose 2 harmonious colours or 2 warm and cool colours, but I always think that some colours look better in 3s. I chose yellow and purple as my contrasting colours, and then the next step involves you getting the scissors, cutting from the rim of the cup up to the base, and do this several times all the way around the cup, so that each strip is about 5mm apart. And you can see that I'm cutting strips all the way around, and you want to do this on both cups. Thinner strips are better to work with and more effective overall. Now get your hand underneath the cup and flip it over so you've got the white side facing up, and squash down that centerpiece so that all your strips are then facing out flat like a sunburst. Do this on both of your cups. Now you can get your colouring pens and add some pretty patterns to the centres of your fireworks. So this is the base of the paper cut, and this is a great chance to practice your lines and patterns. So you could do stars, polka dots, or just stripes like I'm doing here, or like a sunburst effect. It's up to you. This is the fiddly bit, and it's also time consuming. So get your barbecue skewer, and then at the end of each strip start rolling it tightly around your barbecue skewer and rolling it up towards the centre of where your firework centre is, and then just undo it and it should curl up on itself. You want to keep repeating this all the way around your firework, but you don't have to go to the centre every time. You can roll just halfway up like I did on the second one, and then you get different length curly bits. Repeat this on the other paper cup as well. Of course, if you have 3 paper cups, then you'll want to do it on all 3. You can see that I've rolled all the strips of paper to different lengths, and they're both slightly different from each other. The purple one is smaller than the yellow. Lay your fireworks onto your blue sheet of card. The blue sheet is going to be your background for the sky. If you have a darker blue than this, then that's even better. I don't have anything darker than this, sadly, other than black. But just lay them down and play around until you're happy with where they are placed. Glue them into place using the glue stick. Glue them down on the white base part of the cup. This is the centre of the firework, and it should anchor it into place. Now for some maths, we're going to get our ruler out and measure the distance between the lowest point of the lowest firework and the bottom of the page. So this was 9cm for me, I think. And then measure from the lowest point of the highest firework to the base of the paper. So that gives us the room that we can play around within. And then also the distance from the edge of the paper to the furthest away firework, if that makes sense. This shows me what area I have to work within to create my skyscrapers. So I transferred the measurements onto the black card, so how tall I can go by how far, and it's slightly lower underneath the second firework. This is my boundary. I can't go past these lines as it will go into the fireworks. So I'm going to just draw up these lines, and I'm going to create different widths and heights for my skyscrapers, because when you look at the city, they aren't all the same height and the same width. So it's up to you what size you want yours to be. I quickly shaded in the bits that are going to be cut out. Then I cut around my skyscraper silhouette and try and do it as neatly as possible to keep those nice sharp edges. I forgot to mention that when I was measuring, I measured from the bottom edge of my papers, both vertically, and this is so that they will line up when I put them together now. See, that measuring from earlier has meant that my skyscrapers fit below the fireworks perfectly. This can now be glued into place, and we're finished. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more art lessons like this every Monday and other art related content every now and then. See you next week for more art with Miss Burford.